Want to get creeped out? Welcome to Just a Little Stitious,
where things go bump in the night and sometimes it's just your fridge.
or us tripping over furniture, or something terrifying lurking in the dark. I'm Megan.
And I'm Jess.
And we're sisters.
Believe it or not.
And we're going to tell you some fucking crazy things in this episode, so strap your boots and your pants on, whatever can strap on, strap it on. No.
Please don't take that out of this episode. Please leave it.
Please do not take that out of context.
Please leave that in this episode.
I will, but just everybody shut up. I don't want any comments on this video about what I just said. Anyways, we're back.
Hello.
Yeah, sorry, I cut you off already.
That's okay.
You guys might notice something different, which is that we don't sound like shit. Thanks, Dad.
Thanks, Chris.
Yeah, we got a new setup.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds a lot better. I mean,
so
I sound
much better.
bomb right now. You sound
No,
bomb.
me too. Like, I'm not. Yeah, it's pretty freaking cool.
We could tell you scary stories like this now if you wanted us to. Am I hearing an echo?
I don't hear an echo. I'm not hearing it.
Okay. Well, if there is one, we'll get better at this.
Yeah.
It's our first time using this equipment.
Yeah.
There is something I wanted to talk about too to start this episode off. It's parrots
I'm sorry?
and crows.
Oh, I hate crows.
I love them. The thing is that
One tried to swoop up my bun one time.
she's afraid of everything. It probably was just flying
I was
nearby.
walking home from school, and you remember how I used to wear the big buns?
Mhm.
I'm not kidding.
Mhm.
I'm not kidding. A crow swooped down, and I swear to God, I like ducked and I ran, and it was coming after me. Like, it was terrifying. I swear to God.
I've seen a goose chase you, so I don't completely doubt you. Anyway, parrots and crows, they can talk.
Oh, I think so. Because, like,
Well, no, they can.
well, yeah, that's what they're doing when they go, "Wah."
No. Like, Polly wants a cracker. Like, they can speak.
A crow?
Yeah, crows
Wait.
can too. Fact.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I am. This is the point I'm getting at, okay? We live in a world right now where birds can talk. Are you trying to tell me that we know for sure there hasn't been any other birds or animals in the past that have been able to talk? Which leads me to fairy tales. Fairy tales always have animals that can talk.
Uh-huh.
Now I'm kind of like thinking about it. Because I saw a TikTok where people are like, how are we just like not talking about the fact that birds can literally fucking talk?
That is true.
Like, that's wild.
That is true. Yeah.
Imagine
Okay.
if your dog Phil was like, welcome home, Mom.
Yeah, that would be fucking crazy. I mean, is that a fairy tale?
Well, no, I'm just saying, like, in a lot of fairy tales, like with your happy
Yeah.
endings and whatnot, there'll be like a dog that can talk or a pig that can talk. I don't know. Have you ever seen like Disney movies?
Sure have, but while we're on fairy tales with happy endings, I just have to point out, while I was cooking dinner for my kids today, I overheard my sister telling my kids, she was like, this is a fairy tale, by the way. All I heard was like chopping, like using body parts for something.
Okay, well, yes.
I don't know what you were saying to them, but like I could just hear she would take body parts to
I was talking about Frankenstein because I just watched the movie.
Okay.
Well, first I told them the folklore about Baba Yaga.
Is that the chicken foot house?
Yes,
Yeah.
but I left out some details. We'll get into Baba Yaga in a different episode.
Yeah.
But I left out some details that I thought would scare them. But then I thought it would be a good time to tell them about Frankenstein.
Yeah.
And then I realized as I was telling it that he like took parts from dead bodies.
Right.
So I didn't say dead bodies.
You
I
just said body parts.
was that he got an arm here, he got an arm there, he got a leg, he got a heart, he got a brain. I didn't say from dead bodies because I figured that would disturb them.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. I mean, like, I'll be honest, they've definitely watched not all full episodes of ours, but I've caught them. Like,
Oh, really?
My oldest and my daughter.
Oh.
I think they're pretty desensitized at
I
this
hope
point
so.
to ghosts and
You can just
the
tell them that we're
paranormal.
making it all up.
No, but I don't, because you know what? Like, I don't know if I've told you this.
That-
CJ.
Yeah, you mentioned something to Arthur today about Colton saying there's a ghost.
I guess I haven't talked to you about this in a bit, but since we've lived here, Colton is 100% telling me he sees a ghost in the basement and he freaks out. And I tell him, like, they just want to be friends. I do this now. Like, this is my job. Okay.
Yeah, you've
Like,
been on a paranormal investigation.
I've been there. I'm
an expert now.
I'm like, yeah, like I'm so good at it now. Not like I didn't run away.
Yeah,
from
you
the first
were
one. But
totally brave during that
I was so
investigation.
brave, but I told him, like, talk to your ghost. Like, say hi. If you see him, say hi, because they just want a friend.
True.
And he does now.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm not kidding.
Oh my God, I want to pick his brain.
That's not something that's traumatizing to him. You could totally ask him about it. Like, he's super chill about it.
I'll be next week.
You can ask him about it.
Did you ask him what the ghost looks like?
No, I really only talked to him about it a few times, and it was more when he was like freak out about it. I would just be like 99% of the time, like they're friendly and they're just trying to hang out. Just be nice to them.
Yeah.
I mean, I said it like in a mom way. Like,
you could also tell him, like, if it freaks you out, you can just say, excuse me, sir or ma'am or
person.
Yeah.
Or ghost.
Yeah. You're freaking me out, and I would appreciate it if you would stop.
Yeah. Can you go away?
Yeah. Or go somewhere else, like a different room. Yeah. But we are going to talk about some really scary things tonight.
Are we going to finish the man in the fields ritual story that you started telling us about on Halloween?
We are going to finish that story.
Oh, I can't wait.
I'm going to insert the clip of me explaining the man in the fields from our last episode in this episode.
Yes.
I will insert a voice that's not mine telling you how long it is because I forgot to look it up before we did this episode. So if you already know everything, you can skip the amount of minutes that you're about to hear.
6 minutes and 46 seconds.
The man in the fields ritual is a ritual that grants you 1 year of safety, but at a cost. You need a house with a backyard or garden, a safe room, which needs to be a room with only one door, a candle or lantern, a crucifix. You know it's going to be bad when you need a crucifix.
Yeah, I don't like that.
An analog clock or watch, and no phones. Okay.
What is that, with the hands?
Yeah.
I never heard it called that before.
Oh. You start the ritual after sunset, and the ritual ends at midnight. You can either start it at 9, 10, or 11 p.m. The later you start the ritual, the better the reward, but the harder it is to complete the ritual because you have less time to complete it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because it has to end at midnight. So if you start at 9, you get 1 year of physical safety. So no illnesses, no injuries, not even a paper cut. Okay. If you start at 10, you get the 1 year of physical safety as well as 1 year of financial safety.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, score. If you start at 11,
that's only 1 hour.
That's only 1 hour to complete the ritual. You get 1 year of physical and financial safety as well as no negative consequences from any of your actions for 1 year.
Wait, hang on a minute.
Yeah.
Hang on a minute.
Yeah, I know. Isn't that a little too far, though?
Like, you can rob a bank and just walk. Like, you could walk into a bank.
Yeah.
Give me your money.
Yeah. You could punch a person in the face.
And the police would just let.
There's no negative consequences.
Oh, well, that's what I would do if I had the opportunity.
You begin the ritual by summoning the man in the fields, and you do this in your backyard. I'll also say, like, this man in the fields, he is said to look kind of like a scarecrow, but he's not a scarecrow.
Oh, I think I've seen, like, a sketch, like a pointy nose, right? Or is that someone else?
I don't know.
I don't know why I thought it was a pointy nose.
Well, no, because he doesn't actually have a head.
What?
Yeah, he's
a headless scarecrow.
He's decapitated, which honestly for me, I find less creepy for some reason. I don't know why. Trust me, there's actually another entity in this ritual that's really creepy. So
what? In the same ritual?
Yes.
Wow. Twofer. How do you summon him? Oh, you're going to tell.
I'm going to tell you. Yeah. There should be no one in your house or yard besides you. You go into your backyard or back of your house and you face your house and you say 7 times, but who will scare the crows away? If you hear no response, this summoning has not worked and you're supposed to leave your house until 6 a.m. Typical move with these rituals, it seems.
Yeah, no kidding.
If you hear a voice that says that's not your biggest problem, the summoning worked and the ritual has begun. You might only hear the voice inside your head, which means for anybody who's like got OCD, I feel like anyone who would be like believing it a little bit or creeped out, like you're going to hear it in your head regardless.
Yeah.
But you go inside and you do not look behind you.
Whoa. No, you don't look. If you hear it, you don't look behind you.
You do not look behind you.
If you hear the voice, you go inside the house, you turn around, you walk inside.
No, you're already facing the house.
Okay. So you hear the voice and you don't turn around.
Straight inside.
Walk in.
Yeah.
Okay.
The main part of the ritual is actually that you have to close absolutely anything in your house that can be opened. So containers, boxes, Tupperware, drawers, cupboards, doors, windows, anything that can be opened, you have to make sure it's closed. So
interesting. What about like Tupperware in a cupboard?
Everything.
Wow.
You start with your safe room. You close absolutely anything in the safe room that can be opened.
Right.
Do not miss anything and leave your crucifix in the safe room. Go throughout the entire house and close every open object that you need to before midnight. Every single thing needs to be closed.
And you're doing this after you've summoned. Okay.
The man in the fields. Yeah.
Okay.
While you're closing everything, there might be a man with ashen skin seen in your peripheral vision in your house. Do not look at him. Do not make eye contact with him. Do not acknowledge him.
Watching you to make sure you're doing it.
Pretend he's not there.
He's supervising.
It said you don't have to worry about him, and he's more like a referee.
Supervisor. I just said.
I'm worrying.
Yeah.
I'm worrying.
I'm sorry. I'd be
shitting myself.
Yeah. So that's not the man in the field. So
no.
So that's just a guy watching and making sure you're doing what you got to do.
Exactly.
That's fucked up.
Now, the biggest rule in the game is do not look in the backyard.
Why can't you look in the backyard?
Because if you're dumb and you look in the backyard, you then have to run like hell to your safe room.
Oh.
Because the man in the fields is coming for you.
Oh, because, okay. So like if you
look at him and you see him, he will also see you. He will climb down off of his post, and you have 60 seconds, also known as a minute, to get to your safe room and close the door.
What happens if you didn't close all your containers and stuff in that room before?
I'm pretty sure then he can get in.
Oh, because he can come through the things that are open.
I think so, yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Ew, I hate that.
Also, it says you go into that room, hold on to your crucifix for dear life, and do not open the door before 6 a.m. No matter what you hear or don't hear, do not open the door. Which is also why you shouldn't do this with someone home, because like say I live with you and I did the ritual and then I hear you at my door and I'm like, oh, it's Jess. I can open the door. It's not Jess. It's the man in the fields and he's going to decapitate you.
That's what oh my God.
Yepers peppers, don't open the door. Now, if you were not dumb and you didn't look into the backyard like you've been told not to, you continue to shut everything. Once everything is shut, you go to bed and close your eyes. You do not open your eyes at all throughout the entire night because nothing is supposed to be open.
Oh, fuck.
Your eyes, your mouth, the apps on your phone.
What happens?
What happens if you wake up in the middle of the night?
To go pee. Like what? That's just the reaction.
You better keep your eyes closed.
Oh my God. I would like tape them. I would tape.
Smart.
Yeah, I would tape it on my mouth.
Very smart.
Even though, I mean, if I stop breathing, I fucked. But
well, you have a nose.
Because I breathe with my mouth.
Mouth breather.
Sometimes. Sometimes.
Sleep if you can. If you wake up in the morning, you succeeded in the ritual and will have your...
If you wake up in the morning?
Yeah, if you're not decapitated. Because maybe you missed something. Maybe you forgot to close something.
Oh, so like, wait. So if you forget to close something in your bedroom.
Or anywhere in the house.
Or anywhere in the house and you go to sleep, it can still come and get you?
Yeah.
That's a risky little game.
It is risky. Everything has to be closed. All right.
Ready to rumble.
So yes, I'm going to tell you the story. And then I have a story that I heard from this lady. She was telling her own personal experience of haunting her family experienced.
Yeah.
I found her video on TikTok.
Okay.
And it's rattling.
I'm excited.
It's very creepy.
I'm excited.
You're not going to like it.
Oh, great. I'm not going to say. I just also want to add, like, whenever we do these episodes at my house, it's always very late at night.
Yeah, it is.
Like, I mean, for me at least it is. Just after 9 right now. Like, I go to bed usually right now. So I'm going to go to bed thinking about this every single time. When we're doing it at her house, usually it's earlier in the day.
I have like a 40-minute drive home. So I'm going to be like rapping on my way home. So I'll be totally cleansed.
Yeah.
By the time I get home.
God, literally.
If you did miss the last episode and you do know what the Man in the Fields ritual is, this is a story of someone who tried it on Halloween. The veil is thinner on Halloween. Don't argue with me.
Well, yeah. I mean, we learned that even from Three Kings ritual challenge.
Yes, exactly.
Yep.
And that was a really good, creepy story.
That was a good one, yeah.
So I kind of like read her story and then rewrote it, not in first person.
Okay.
So I'm not going to be saying I'm just going to like tell you guys what happened.
Like Anna was doing so-and-so. Okay,
exactly.
Actually, I kind of, that's good.
Yeah.
We should do that.
It is good when we do that. But also like at the end of the episode when it's a listener story, it's just
good
easier
to read as is.
Yeah. That being said, I don't think we're going to do a listener story tonight because
we're having a rough day.
Yeah. This is about someone named Anna. I don't know if that's her real name or not, but she said I could use it. So Anna had just moved into an old farmhouse on the edge of a small town. She had grown up in that town, but she had moved just beyond the last streetlights. So like where her house was, it was very dark. Start with that. She was renting the house from a farmer who used the large field behind him to grow corn. So there was a big cornfield behind her house. It was October 31st, also known as Halloween.
Also known as Hallows Eve.
Mhm.
All Hallows Eve.
Also known as Samhain.
Also known as
Snap Apple Night.
Yeah, that one.
And she'd always wanted to try like one of the creepy rituals from the internet, but never had. And just figured it was the perfect night to try it out.
Rookie mistake. Like you never try your first ritual
On Halloween.
on Halloween, I feel.
Yeah, but the people you got the story from did.
And they did Bloody Mary. Does that count?
No, they did the Three Kings ritual on
No,
Halloween.
but they
Oh,
used to do like Bloody
when they were
Mary when
kids.
they were kids. So it's not like it was their first ever. But who knows? Because when I was a kid, I did Bloody Mary too. But was I doing it correctly? I don't know.
And also, like, do you consider yourself someone who has tried a ritual? I don't.
No.
I actually get it because Halloween, it just feels so powerful. I can see why someone would
It
try.
does. Yeah. I agree.
So anyways, she decided the Man in the Fields ritual because it's one of the games that has one of the best rewards, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
She decided she would try the easiest version, starting at 9 and making sure she was done by midnight, so 3 hours to complete the ritual. She lived alone, so she didn't have to kick anyone out for the night. And she made sure she had all of her supplies together. The sun had set, and she stepped out into the dark backyard, candle and crucifix in her hands. She faced the back of the house and hadn't even started saying the phrase you're supposed to say, which is, "But who will scare the crows away?" She hadn't even started that, and she just felt like there was a presence behind her and something watching her.
Just like knew what she was about to do.
Yes.
God, I can't.
Yes, it was like something was like anticipated.
They just
I
like
don't know.
knew it. Yeah.
So you're supposed to say, "But who will scare the crows away 7 times?" She said it, and on the 6th time, she heard a voice straight behind her that sounded close, very, very close,
Oh.
that said, "That's not your biggest problem."
Oh my God, I hate it.
She said that the voice sounded like something straight out of The Exorcist.
Shit. That's terrifying.
So she ran back into her house, closed the door behind her, locked it, and literally stood at the back door, standing there for 10 minutes because she was seriously in so much shock.
Like processing.
Yeah, because she
Yeah.
was like, this is real. This is real. This is happening. Like, and
Yeah. I feel like it might be one of those things like you're doing it, but not expecting anything to like
well,
happen.
exactly.
Oh, fuck yeah. That's fucking scary.
She said her hands were like shaking and sweating. And then she realized she'd been standing there for 10 minutes. And in realizing the gravity, she realizes that she needs to get a move on. She starts with her bedroom, which is the safe room. She mentions that she made sure that anything that had a zipper was zipped up because she doesn't know if that counts. I don't know if that counts.
Even like an Amazon box.
Mm-hmm.
Do you tape it shut? Do you just do that crisscrossy thing?
Maybe.
Right?
Yeah, you'd have to really be prepared. She did everything that she needed to do in the bedroom, closed every drawer, and then decided she would do the living room first because it was near like the back door and the back windows basically. And she wanted to like get it over with so that she wouldn't be tempted to look. Like she was like, I need to get this over with, not look, and then move on to the other rooms where there's no windows to the backyard.
Smart.
Yeah. Luckily, there wasn't actually that much in the living room, just a TV stand that had like movies and some old CDs and junk. So she made sure everything was closed. She moved on to the dining room. There wasn't much in there either. She got that one done pretty quick. She knew the kitchen and the bathroom would obviously be the hardest because...
Yeah, little containers.
Yeah, I feel like
bottles,
those are usually like the most like cluttered.
medication.
Yeah. She decided to start with the kitchen first and was making sure that all of her like coffee mugs had their lids on.
Oh, like travel mugs?
Yeah, travel mugs, sorry.
Oh, God.
And she was closing the cupboard door that had the mugs in them. She saw something that was standing next to her
Oh,
in her
it's the
peripheral vision.
referee.
The Ashen Man, yeah. And she said it took every ounce of self-control that she could muster to not look at him.
It'd be so hard not to because, like, like the initial reaction is like jump and oh my God, who is that? Right? Like,
Yes.
oh, I can't imagine.
Because even when you like see something out of the corner of your eye and it's like,
You're looking.
yeah, like even if you think it was like a trick of the light or like explainable, like the second you see it, you're like, what? So that would be really hard, but it gets so much worse.
Great.
So she opened the next cupboard, but right after she did, a wrinkly hand that was like, looked like a greenish color.
Ew.
She didn't see anything, but the hand slammed it shut.
Why?
I don't know.
It just, wait.
I mean, this ritual is off from the jump because
Yeah.
she heard Man in the Fields before she had even finished saying
Yeah.
the phrase you're
For
supposed
the
to say
last
7 times.
time.
Yeah.
And she like felt the presence before she even started saying anything.
Mhm. Exactly. Which she did also mention with that like it could have just been like adrenaline or
That's fair.
freaking herself out with that
Yeah.
initial part. But
Right.
she jumped back and screamed when this happened
Fair.
and was literally about to look and just like squeezed her eyes shut so that she wouldn't look.
Holy fuck.
She didn't know what to do.
The fucking balls on this girl, man.
It gets so much creepier too. She opened that cupboard again and started closing everything that needed to be closed, and it went smoothly.
And that's the one that he
Yeah,
shut on
the
her.
one he had shut on her.
Weird. Oh, that is so weird.
Wonder, like, I'll tell the whole story and then we could try to think about why.
Yeah.
So then she moved on to the cupboard that had Tupperware in it, and it was a cupboard that was like near the floor. So she like got down on the floor, sat on the floor to do it. Like she had the cupboard doors open and she was going through all of the Tupperware, and again noticed something in her peripheral, like standing next to her. So she's like trying to focus on looking down, but as she's focusing on that, there's like a space underneath the cupboard door that's like open, and she can see like grayish bare feet.
Ew. I have a question. I mean, maybe you don't know the answer to it, but like I have Tupperware that's missing lids, like that don't have lids that even fit it. What do? You just throw it outside?
No, you can't. That's the he will view that as cheating.
So what the fuck do you just saran wrap it? Tinfoil?
I don't know the answer
Tape
to that.
it?
You know
Duct
what?
tape. I would duct tape it.
You could do that.
That's the
I just wouldn't try the ritual. Well, if you have stuff like that, but
well, fuck. Yeah, I mean, fuck. I would probably be like, I don't have to close the Tupperwares in my cupboard because my cupboard is closed. So he can come out of the Tupperware, but he can't come out of the cupboard.
doesn't work that way.
That's how my brain works, though.
And that's why you would be decapitated.
Exactly. Could never do it. Could never be me.
She sees his bare feet. Also, like, kind of ew.
Hairy.
No, just like the fact that it's like his bare feet. I don't know. It's just
I
like,
hate feet.
Ugh.
I'm sure you. I hate feet.
I'm
It's
not
like
a-
a thing.
no, I don't-
I wear socks. Oh, I don't even like my own feet. Like
Me too.
I hate.
Me too.
Feet.
Yep.
I can't.
Hashtag hate feet.
I fucking hate feet.
So she's feeling terrified. She's crying. She's like shaking, trying to put the Tupperware lids on the Tupperware. Tears are streaming down her face. And you know, some Tupperware is like hard to close.
Oh,
So
yeah.
she's like struggling, sweating, like just having the worst time.
What happens if you decide, fuck that? It's like, because like with some, you can, like with the Three Kings, you leave your house. Can you leave if you can't?
Stay tuned.
Oh, great. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
She finishes the Tupperware drawer. The bathroom is last. The last thing she has to do, she goes into the bathroom. As she's walking from the kitchen to the hallway that has like the bathroom and the bedroom that she already did, it's just like the Ashen Man keeps popping up like in her peripheral everywhere the whole way. She gets into the bathroom, opens a cupboard in the bathroom to start the vanity. She said to start working on whatever was in there.
Right. Stop. What is that?
She starts hearing a rattling breath behind her.
Like, hang on. Like, is that like a raspy? Like,
Mhm.
oh,
Mhm.
it's like when I'm sick and it's oh,
Mhm.
that's disgusting. It's so fucking gross.
This is where she decides it's too much.
Oh,
Yeah, no, like
okay.
she is so terrified that her instinct is absolutely flight. Which I don't blame her. I think I would probably do the same thing. Like, that sounds actually terrifying.
I couldn't do that. Like,
This is so stressful. The Ashen Man is supposed to be just standing there, but this is weird. This is a weird situation.
Like she sees him. He's like following her, which I'm sure that they do generally. Not enough that you're scared and you're noticing it like crazy.
Like, it's supposed to be like
just like a referee, right? Like a supervisor.
Like he's supposed to like keep his distance, you know?
And he's like all close, and it's stanky ass feet right in by you, and you're closing a fucking Tupperware.
Yeah, but this might be a good one for anyone who has like a foot fetish. If you want like a really weird foot, maybe try this ritual. Anyway.
Ew. Gross.
Anyway, she hops up, turns to leave the bathroom, but the breath behind her is between her and the door to the bathroom. So she whips around, eyes down, and just like goes. Yeah. So she does see a body that looks like it's wearing tattered clothing.
Ooh.
But also, like, bear in mind, you have to have like a candle while you're doing all this.
Oh, I forgot.
Yeah, so it's very dark.
That almost seems unfair. That's a super unfair advantage that the fucking headless horseman gets. Whatever the fuck he's called.
The man in the fields.
Yeah,
I mean, these rituals aren't meant to be fair. They're meant to have like someone fail so that like whatever.
Yeah, you fucking lose your head. No, fuck that. That's not fair. I think that the rules need to be looked at again here by Jesus or whoever it is that makes this shit up. I don't know. Who makes this shit up?
The thing is, anyone can make up a ritual.
But
after I tell this story, we'll also talk about something called tulpas and egregores, okay? And it'll kind of explain. Fanciest. So she books it. She's running. Flame goes out on the candle, of course. So it's like pitch black.
Oh,
luckily, like, she'd been living there for a little bit, so she knows her way around the house. She grabs her keys, which are near the front door, runs out the front door. So hops into her car, drives to her parents who live inside the town, sleeps there for the night, barely, but she does sleep a little bit. And
oh my God, I have a bad feeling.
Well, that pretty much is it. Like, she goes back to her house, and she's not sure if this is something that's like in her mind or not,
right?
Because of her experience. But she feels like every night between 9 and midnight, like she's hearing weird noises in her house. And when she sent us this, it had been almost a year since she had tried it. And she was like, obviously the ritual didn't work because I didn't finish it. Like, I've been injured in the past year, nothing serious, but like...
Right. Yeah.
I feel like we have to message her now that it's been a full year and just see like if anything else has happened.
Yeah, I would definitely be curious.
If you're watching this before we email you,
let us know. Yeah, that is fucking crazy.
Yeah, that is a crazy one. So, okay.
I don't like that.
First off, I don't even have a theory on why the Ashen Man would be closing the cup. Like, what?
Yeah, it's almost like he wants her to like fail almost.
Yeah.
I don't know. Or is it like a scare tactic or theory, which I mean could be super wrong. But like what if it wasn't the Ashen Man, it was the man in the field trying to sabotage her? Is that possible?
Yeah, I mean, I guess
it's Halloween. I mean, the veil's thin.
That's true. Actually, you know,
was it something else?
That is what I was thinking. My thought, I guess, is that she invited something on Halloween when the veil is so thin. What did she invite?
And what else came with it?
Yeah. Exactly. Like, it could have been the man in the fields could have been there. The Ashen Man could have been there. There could have been more stuff there.
Because, you never know.
I mean, I've had experiences on Halloween when I invited nothing.
Yeah, that's the one day of the year where the veil is the thinnest, right? So it's interesting that like both of our Halloween ones are
failed ones, first of all.
Failed, but also so paranormal.
Yeah. The question you had, which is like, who makes these up?
Yeah.
This leads me to two things that I want to talk about.
Okay.
The first thing is anyone can make up a ritual.
Right. Well, yeah.
Because someone has to make them up, right?
But what makes them work?
Well, typically what we're seeing, even in these online rituals that we hear about,
is
that, number one, they are using methods that have been known to be used in rituals over
Yeah, I
centuries.
noticed like a candle is always like.
Yeah. Secondly, intention.
Mm-hmm.
Saying things that is like intentionally inviting something in. I mean, with the Three Kings ritual.
I mean, you got the mirrors.
You've got the mirrors facing each other, which we've done episodes.
You're
explaining
waking
that.
up at, what is it, 3:33?
Mm-hmm.
Witching hour?
Yeah. I personally
I
feel
don't know.
like paranormal activity is probably happening just as much around us during the day, but we just don't notice because there's a lot more noise during the day. Even if you're home alone, like there's traffic,
It's true. I will, yeah. I mean, that is true. I will say, I notice things out of the corner of my eye
all the time.
every single day.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's because like I'm more aware now. I pay more attention, so I notice it more.
Or you moved somewhere that was haunted.
And like, yeah, and like the weird thing is like for me, whenever I'm in the bathroom during the day, I am home with my 2-year-old and he's out here. Like I go to the door's open when I'm in the bathroom. Okay. But like I always see something and it's not him. Like he's a little thing. It's always when I'm in the bathroom. It's something in that hallway. Always. It's weird. Yeah, it's weird.
That is really weird.
Yeah,
I hate it. Very creepy.
Yeah.
And you're in a very vulnerable position at the time, so that's not ideal.
Like, yeah, seriously. Like, dude, honestly, if you're going to do something, be like, don't do it when I'm on the fucking toilet, bro. Like, that's a terrible way to fucking die.
So there's that. That's the first thing. The second thing is what I said is egregores and tulpas, which are very similar, and I'll explain it as when there is so much belief in something, it can be created.
Okay, yeah.
If we look at history and like ancient beliefs in
it's like
beings,
Tinkerbell.
Entity, yes. When we look at these things, you know, there's never been anything written about the man in the fields. There is folklore about creatures that remind me of these entities that we see.
Right.
We had to move the mics.
We're still learning.
Yeah. We were struggling.
Yeah.
So anyway, and I mean, the man in the fields reminds me of this creature from Czech folklore, which is the Bubak.
Yes. Yes.
You've heard me talk about him before. Bubak, if you don't know, is like the scarecrow that eats children in Czech folklore. And it's very creepy. And I love it. But this, you know, ritual, whenever I'm investigating or researching anything like this, I'm always thinking of like folklore creatures and entities that it reminds me of, because I can't help it. Regardless if it has nothing to do with the folklore, if enough people are talking about it, believing in it,
like manifesting it.
Yeah, like there's this theory that if there's enough people believing in it, then it can be created.
Yeah, I mean, I can see how that makes sense. It's like you told me that really depressed teenagers can create a poltergeist. I mean,
especially like 12, 13-year-old girls, because they're like very hormonal. They're going through puberty.
Yeah. I mean, like, I'll put it this way. If you believe in manifestation, you have to believe in this. You have to believe that that's true. You have to. No, you have to.
Well,
no, you cannot believe in it. Because if you're going to say, it's like, I'm going to put it into the universe and it's going to happen for me.
I mean, yes and no, because like some people believe in manifestation because they believe that it's the psychological impact it has on you when you are like very much trying to manifest something that you are now psychologically trying harder to make it happen.
No.
I'm not sure. I'm not saying I don't believe. I'm just saying like I'm not closed to any theories. And I'm not close to the theory that people aren't creating these creatures from talking about them and believing them, and we're doing it right now.
It's so interesting because, like, my thing is, like, there's all these creatures that we've talked about. We did our cryptid episode. We did the rituals. Even if this man in the field was made up by someone else, it's something that's been, quote-unquote, manifested. How the fuck do you come up with that? Who came up with that? And, like, how does that become a thing that multiple people believe in?
Have you ever heard of creative writing?
Well, yes, but like...
Have you ever heard of people who write books?
Yes. Well, of course.
And make up stories?
Okay, first of all, I'm a huge book reader. I read a lot of books.
Oh, good. Then you know people use their imagination.
Yes, but like how do you get... Like, I read books all the time. I watch movies. I do this stuff. Like, it's just some things are so far... Like, you read it and it's fascinating. It's awesome. You love it. I'm not like, oh my God, it's real. You know, do you know what I mean? Like, I don't mean like... How do they come up with it? It's more like, how do so many people
believe it?
Believe that?
I mean, first of all, and second of all, here's some points for that.
People are dumb. Just
People-
kidding. Just kidding.
As we are like talking about people who've tried this, who we like probably believe, but
I do believe. Yeah, I do believe.
like the thing is, these rituals were definitely originally just creepypastas that people put on the internet because it's scary and fun. I've talked about this so many times.
Yeah.
As people try them, whether they believe in them or not, if they are putting intention into it,
Yeah,
if
they're conjuring something up.
if they're inviting something in,
Yeah.
if they're with a group of people. Yeah, what was that? It sounded creepy.
That was weird. Oh, that would have been caught on the thing?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
What was that? Oh my God. If your house is haunted, we might get EVPs while we record our podcast.
That was weird. It sounded like a gulp. Like a...
I
Like
thought it sounded
one of
like a
these.
weird kind of breath.
That's what it sounded like to me.
Maybe. Those are my theories, I guess, on why like some people, yeah, they just believe. They read it, they believe, whatever. And I mean, I'm a healthy skeptic. I don't typically blindly believe anything.
Yeah.
I also don't disbelieve everything. Like, I don't hear these stories and say, there's no way they're true. I don't say that
no, of course.
there's no way they're absolutely true.
That's because we're not superstitious.
We're just
A
a little
stitious.
stitious.
Love setting ourselves up for that one.
I know, so good.
It's the bright spot every time.
Thanks, Michael Scott.
Yeah, thank you.
But the point is that we don't understand the power of the mind yet completely.
Only 10% of the brain is unlocked. And like, there are things you can do to unlock more of your brain.
Your noggin.
At the risk of insulting people, I'm going to say it. I think that people who are, I'm going to sound like such a dick when I say this, but like, I feel like people who are more open with their spirituality and like they're open to the
Possibility.
afterlife, they're open to, like the possibility of all these. I feel like
Those are the people who are going to be able to access more of their brain.
I feel like they already have.
Totally.
Do you know what I mean? There are people I know, I talk to them about the
Mhm.
things that we talk about, and they're like, that's fucking crazy. Like, there's nothing. There's nothing.
Yeah, there's no
And if you...
ghosts. There's no
afterlife. There's
Yeah.
no nothing. Once you're gone, that's it.
Mhm.
Those are the 10%ers. Like, we're at least like 15.
Oh, I was going to say 11.
No, I feel like 15.
I'll take 15.
Well, I feel like I'm maybe a bit more because no, not to be a dick about it, but like because I'm look at all my awesome stuff that I believe in and that I
Yeah, you're a real
learned.
believer.
Sure am. I believe in
I
me.
think curiosity is a powerful thing to be or to have.
I think it's powerful and it is also risky.
What do you mean?
I think
risky?
it's risky if you're too curious. This is how
The curiosity killed the cat. This is how.
things happen. I'm curious too,
Mhm.
but like if there's a door that's open a little bit, I can see something behind the door. I can see a shadow moving. Maybe a light turns on, turns off.
Mhm.
I see something looking at me through the crack of the door. I might want to know what it is, but I'm not opening that door.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You open that door,
Yeah.
your head gets chopped off. You're decapitated.
Well, it's
Gone.
in this game,
You never know.
I guess.
It's Michael Myers behind that door. You never know who it is.
Yeah. I can't really speak on this because I'm the person who's like
Opening the
always
door.
down for every
Opening.
paranormal
She's
investigation.
opening the door.
I'm opening the door.
But that's like too curious.
No.
That's too much.
I love it though.
But here's the thing. Don't open the door. You turn your camera on your phone, maybe you stick it in.
Then you lose your
Or
arm.
or you take a mirror and you know,
And then you open a portal.
maybe, but like you don't open the door.
Listen.
Don't put yourself in the position
Yeah.
to be thrown off the island.
I understand that there are people who have experienced traumatizing hauntings and stuff like that, of course. But for me personally,
Yeah.
from all of the research that I've done and the investigations, my outlook on life has changed. I
Okay.
am no longer afraid of death, and I was always afraid of death. If I were to pass away, I would be totally doing everything I
Be here.
can to like be like, hey guys.
I'm here. Oh, seriously though.
You know how
My God.
whenever I walk in the door or like your kids get home and I'm already here, I'm like, hey,
Yeah, so
so-and-so.
pumping it up.
So like it's
Yeah,
always an
just-
event.
It's a huge, like Megan was here today. I picked up my 2 older kids from school and She's like, welcome home.
Yeah.
Like at the top of the stairs.
Yes.
And it was just, it's
And
really
when I
funny.
come over, I'm like, guess who's here? Because it's an event.
You'd have to like,
Special.
if you
Get to see them.
Totally. If you died, it would like throw on Alexa and be like, play Walk with an Egyptian or Walk with the Egyptians.
Totally. We were
Something like
dancing to that today.
Yeah, it's such a good tune. It's just when you like have people that you love like that, it changes your perspective a little bit. That's why like even as me right now, like being afraid, I want to do this stuff. I want to do these investigations. I want to be in it. I want to see it. But at the same time, I have almost died. I've seen what that does to people that you love. And
you have your reservations.
now I'm a little afraid to die.
Yeah. I'm sure I'll feel that way like
one day
when I have children.
Oh, you will. When you have kids, we're fucked.
No, yeah.
We're not doing shit.
Well, I think I'll still want to because
Really?
Yeah.
I'm gonna be interested to see.
We'll see.
We'll have to go back to this in a little while.
But the thing is that
look
you are
back on
literally
this.
like one of the most like scared people I know. You are. And like you came on an investigation with me. So that just gives me hope for myself.
That was the best first one because
It was our house.
it was at our house.
Childhood home.
As terrifying as it is to like be in your own house and like, oh my God, we're just not doing this. But it's like that's still
A comforting place. How did we get on this tangent? Oh, egregores, tulpas.
we were talking
Belief.
about beliefs.
The bottom line is that if you're the kind of person who would try one of these rituals, whether you're skeptic or not, our warning to you is if you're going to invite something in, be prepared that you might not be expecting what comes.
Yeah. And like I say, if it's your first time doing a ritual and inviting something in, do it not on Halloween. Don't do it when the veil is the absolute thinnest. You know what I mean? Like,
do it on a random Wednesday.
Exactly. If there are any rituals you can do even in the middle of the day, I don't know if there are. You can do it just any time.
Yeah, I think there are some.
But if there are, maybe start with that.
The Doors of the Mind ritual.
Don't know that one, but do that one.
But should we move on from this and I can tell you the other story?
Yes.
Okay. So this lady, I don't know what her name is, but we're going to take her, obviously. She's from TikTok. And B, I am going to like reach out to her and be like, hey, just so you know, like.
We talked about you.
Yeah, because I heard this story and I really wanted to tell you this story.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. This is so creepy. This lady, maybe I'll give her a name. I'm going to call her Jen.
Okay.
Okay. So Jen says that her family experienced one of the scariest things that she's ever experienced a few years ago in her 37 years.
A few years ago?
Yeah.
Okay.
So her oldest son at the time had just turned 3. The story is involving children.
Is that why you said I'm going to hate it?
Oh, it's just so bad. Okay. It's really creepy. And I also just want to say, I'm really sorry that this happened to you. You know, sometimes these stories, we get excited about like creepy things, but like also sometimes we feel bad for the people. And like this is going to be that case for you. And it already is for me. So she starts by saying that she doesn't know if this is a coincidence or not, but she had just received this doll from her aunt that had been passed down through generations of her family. It kind of like just kept cycling through all the women in the family. And everyone hated it and thought it was haunted. But she was like, I don't know if she didn't believe that it was haunted, but she just like wasn't concerned or was like, who knows?
Okay, like even if it is, it's probably not a big deal.
Yeah, exactly. So she had the doll and her son, who was 3, he loved it. He would play with it. But this is when it started, is when they did get the doll. So like she said, not sure if it's a coincidence or not. She posted pictures. Her son, up until this point, he had been a really amazing sleeper to the point where she would say, it's time for bed. He would go into bed himself, put himself to sleep. Like he's just like, okay, time for bed. That's the kind of kid he was.
It's cute.
One night, he had a terrible nightmare and was screaming and crying. So she goes and puts him to bed and she's laying down with him in his room. And she's like, it's okay. I'm going to lay with you. I'll be with you tonight. You don't have to be scared. And the whole time that she was laying with him, he kept looking over into a corner of the room. He's like staring over her shoulder at the corner and he won't stop staring. And she goes to turn her head to look at the corner. He stops her, puts his hands on her face and says like, don't look, mommy. Its face is really scary. So that's terrifying. So she decides, you know what? Let's go to bed in my room. Good call. I would do the same thing. She brings him into her room in bed, but he's still not settling down. She's trying to comfort him. She's like, you're in mommy and daddy's bed. Everything's okay now.
Yeah.
You're safe. It's okay. And he's like, I know, but now he's staring at me from over there. And points to a different part of a corner in her bedroom. This went on for nearly a year. Every night, this kid is having like terrifying nightmares. It gets to the point where he will absolutely not sleep in his room, but he won't even go in his room during the day. Like if there's a toy in there that he wants, he won't go in by himself. He makes someone come with him. And like he's so young too, like 3 years old. Like that kid's seeing something.
Yeah.
I believe it. She also said every night he's telling them in vivid detail he's seeing something crawl out of his closet.
Crawl.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh.
And then
Hate that.
stand by his window, which is next to his bed.
Oh, God, I hate that so much.
And then this thing just stares at him. Everyone in the house was exhausted. No one was sleeping properly. They were all, number one, freaked out by this, but also, like, it's very hard to sleep when you have a child, obviously, who's freaking out every night. At some point during this, she realizes that she has holy water left over from his baptism. And she's like, we've got nothing to lose. Like, why not try and use the holy water?
Mm-hmm.
So she puts holy water around his bed.
Okay.
And just wants to see what happens. That night, he sleeps better.
Wow.
But their youngest son, who was a baby, has a horrible night sleeping and is up screaming all night.
Oh, fuck me, man.
The next day, her older son, who was going to preschool and loved going to preschool, he's refusing to go to preschool because he's saying he doesn't want to leave his baby brother alone.
Oh, my God.
And he's horrified, terrified, like,
I just want to protect them.
yeah. So Jen promises him that she's going to be with the baby all day. She's going to make sure he's okay. Like, it's going to be okay. He's going to be safe. And she's freaked out at this point. Like, this is fucking scary. I would, oh God, I don't even know what I would do. This kind of situation.
I don't, like, do you move? Do you?
Exactly, because it's not just like your situation where, you know, CJ, he's like, there's a ghost downstairs that I see. Like,
he's not terrified like that, though.
This is something that is like,
yeah.
First of all, terrifying looking to the child.
Yeah.
Secondly, crawling out of the closet.
It's the crawling for me.
And thirdly, staring at him all night.
I'm picturing long limbs. I'm
Always.
just picturing it.
Always picture long
Is
limbs.
it like a shadow person? Do we know?
I
Okay,
will be getting to that at the end. And fourthly, the children that this thing is near are crying all night when it's there. So that's not good.
Do we know, is this woman like sensitive to?
I don't know.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
I'm just curious.
I don't know, but I watched her video. She was very, very believable, obviously, or I wouldn't be sharing this.
Of course.
And I mean, well, I don't know her, but I like her. I don't know. I don't know if she's sensitive, but I like her.
And we don't know her name. It's just Jen right now?
Well, I don't know. I can try to go look, but
well, okay.
I'd have to go find the video. Yeah, we're sorry for not saying your name because I highly doubt it's Jen. It's probably
that would be so.
If it is Jen, that would be crazy. I mean, Jen's not like the most like rare name, but still. So anyway, okay, back to the story.
Sorry, yeah.
She's very freaked out. She also had a picture of her husband from the monitor in her little boy's room because he was sleeping like on the floor of the bedroom with his hand like holding, you know, the little boy's hand. But in the picture, like it almost looks like there's like a hand on the husband.
The picture's on her TikTok?
Yeah. I'm going to show you all. Actually.
Yeah, you got to send me that so I can watch it later.
Oh, yeah.
I want to watch it before I go to bed.
So it looks like there's like a shadow of it, like a hand or a claw or something. Like it looks fucking weird. It does look weird. So also around that time, there was a TikTok filter that was trending that you could like go around your house and basically like certain places would light up. And the theory is like, that's where the ghost is.
Was it like the hot and cold kind of? Oh,
yeah.
I do remember. Okay, yeah.
Yes. She decides that she's going to like walk around her house and see if she sees anything on the filter.
Right.
She's going in room after room, not seeing anything except for, and she has a picture of this too.
In her kid's room.
Yeah, in the closet. Like this weird, like tall blob looking, like lit up part of the closet. Yeah.
Oh my God. I feel, I can't even explain the way that I feel right now. I mean, for the children, but for the mom, even, like, I just can't imagine.
I know. It does have a good ending, though. I will
drop that. I hope they kill the fucking ghost.
Well, so that doesn't happen.
I figured.
So at this point, this has been going on for almost a year, which, oh my God, that would be so hard.
So it starts when the kid is 3.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah.
poor baby. Hopefully he doesn't remember. Typically not until 5. But I remember things from younger.
Yeah,
I'm one of the
and
rare ones.
he does remember. Because he's almost 7 now, but I'll get into it.
Oh, fuck. That
So
sucks.
they end up contacting a priest because they're at their wits' end. They don't know what to do. So the priest asks Jen, like, have you brought anything new into the house? Like,
the
do
doll.
you think is causing this? She mentions the doll and says, like, people in my family have called it creepy. I think it's haunted. And the priest tells her, I think it's best if you bring it to me and I'll, like, dispose of it properly.
Yeah.
I don't know what he did to dispose of it. I would love to know.
Yeah.
But we don't know that.
It's probably in the Vatican.
Maybe.
It's probably in the Vatican. Hidden away.
So they make arrangements and she gives him the doll. But he also asks her, does her son call this entity anything? And she says her son calls him Bao. And he's 3. So, I mean, like, he's not speaking, like, perfectly, right?
Right.
Right? The priest is like, there's a demon that
Bao.
has the name. What? I just thought I saw something.
Don't fucking do that, Megan. What?
I'm sorry. It was nothing, I'm sure.
It wasn't in the closet, was it?
No.
Because it's open a bit.
No. Oh my God, that scared me though.
Shit.
I'm scaring myself.
Okay, what was the demon's name? Just tell me.
Bale.
And he called it Bao.
Yeah.
Oh,
Which-
fuck. That's...
Right?
If I asked my almost 3-year-old to say Bale.
It would sound like that.
Yeah, sure.
Also, but let's stop saying it, the name, because names hold power.
Stop it.
I'm just saying. I'm sorry.
You say it again.
Me?
Yeah.
Fine, Bale.
Okay, she said it more than I did, so.
So now it'll come after me.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, anyways,
I can't have any more bad things happen to me today. Just...
Yeah. Well, this thing isn't going to come. You don't have the doll.
It's true, but it's... Just finish
I
your story.
don't think you're going to like what I tell you next.
Okay.
So anyways, this demon apparently goes to, like, torment firstborn male children. Anyways, it freaked her out so bad. It was so unsettling. Like I said, they gave the doll to the priest and he gave them very specific instructions on what to do in the house. Like, they had to put a Bible in a certain place in the house. They had to have, like, the pages open on a certain page so that there was, like, a certain passage visible.
Yep.
What do you mean? Like, do you know about, like, is this something? I've never heard of this.
Like Facebook back in the day, there'd be like pictures and then there'd be all these like descriptions, and it was like almost like a reel, but you're going through pictures instead of reels with descriptions. And I just remember seeing something about a haunting and then same kind of thing, Bibles open at a certain scripture.
Interesting.
Yeah, so I have heard that
Interesting.
before, so I'm not like
Shocked by
I
it.
can't be. Yeah, I mean, I'm not surprised. I would think that would work for any haunting.
I don't know where I stand with this because I am more spiritual than religious, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, but I am also more open to religion now that I've become more spiritual.
Yeah.
Whatever. But anyway, and I should say, obviously, I had to put the Bible in the closet. But, like, things did calm down. Her son started sleeping better at night.
Yeah.
But she said he's almost 7 now. And to this day, if he hears either of those names, he freaks out. He doesn't want to hear the name. And he still wants someone to be in his room every night to help him fall asleep. So that's...
Do they live in the same house?
I think so, yeah.
Huh. I guess, like, I would assume then this is not something that goes away if they move. I don't know. Because if it's something that goes after a firstborn son,
I mean...
what if someone moves in and they're single? They don't have kids.
I think that...
Does it follow?
I
Or is
think...
it the doll?
That's what I think.
Probably
I think
the
there
doll.
was an attachment potentially to the doll. And although the demon theory is very, very creepy, it could have been something else.
Yeah.
I mean, it did also
Could have
go
been a
after...
shadow person. I mean...
Yeah, and it did also go after the second son
Yeah.
when it couldn't go after the first.
I don't know what it is, but, like, of course I'm not discounting anything. I believe in, I mean, everything.
Yeah.
But, like, I don't know what it is, but every time I hear about any kind of middle of the night kind of shadowy, well, just any kind of figure, someone watching, I just automatically, Hat Man. That's who it is. It has to be.
Yeah.
That's always the first thing in my head. But this is not his vibe. That's not his vibe.
Well, you said he likes to terrify.
Yeah, but like I've never heard anything about him going from one person to another in the same house. Never heard a story like that ever before.
Well,
It's the same room, maybe.
when we talked about Liera's story, her and her mom saw the Hat Man.
That's true. And I guess all the stomping. And
Which, if you
that-
haven't seen that episode,
Ugh,
you need to, because
God.
holy shit.
that was intense.
That was a terrifying
That was
haunting.
a good one. Mm-hmm. That
But
was a good one.
regardless, like, okay, first of all, I feel I have to say this because I feel like I've really freaked out my sister. First of all, they were able to fix the situation.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, I'm really sorry that it happened to the
Yeah.
family, and I hope that, you know, that he doesn't, I hope that he doesn't stay scared for too long, because that's awful. I feel so bad. I was such a scared child.
Time.
It's so hard to be a kid and be so scared, and like, that makes me feel so bad.
Yeah.
But, you know, they did find a solution.
Mm-hmm.
And at the end of the day, like, we don't know for sure that it was the D word,
Mm-hmm.
but it's terrifying.
It is terrifying. I mean, I have a great priest. Very thankful for
See,
him.
there you go. You're fine. You have a blessed cross in your house or something, you said to me once. I don't know.
Yeah, it's blessed.
Well, so you're fine.
It's right there. And it's very pretty. You ever seen a cross as pretty as that? You don't like it? Whatever, man.
I prefer like a traditional cross because
I have traditional ones as also.
but like the thing is for me,
This is just my living room cross.
yeah, I know. But the thing is for me, like, I really like imagery from Christianity and Catholicism
Have you ever been to my church?
just for funerals.
You see the ceiling?
I don't remember, but yeah, I'm sure I looked at the ceiling.
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
I don't remember.
It's the most beautiful thing you'll ever see.
I'm sad.
Well, same, but you gotta. I can't get you to go. I'm sure another time. But oh my god, maybe I'll sneak my camera in next time. I'll snap a few pictures. But it's the most beautiful church.
So the point is, I like traditional imagery when it comes to religion in general, and
Mhm.
your cross is really modern.
Yeah, well, it's just a living room cross.
I'm just saying. You know what would be cool would be like to have like a wall of crosses.
No.
Why not?
I won't do that, and I'll tell you why. Because
Because then if there's like a haunting, all of them are going to turn upside down one by one.
yes, and I watched something on TV,
Mm-hmm.
and there was a wall of crosses, and one turned
Oh, really?
upside down.
Was
No
it
others.
maybe the second Annabelle that came out?
I don't know.
I don't remember, but I know that scene.
I don't know, but that
Might have been.
was.
I think it was that.
That was it for me, and like that's why like this cross is heavy. My cross is. It's not a nail that you can like just flip it
Mhm,
around.
mhm.
No, there's special hooks. You can't flip that shit.
You are not flipping my cross on me.
Like that hook that I have that cross into
Mhm.
has 3 nails through that hook, and I'm not just saying that. Like there's 3 nails through that hook, so that cross is not going anywhere.
Okay, don't forget to send me a picture of the cross, okay, at some point, because I'm going to put it up
Sure.
on the episode, and we're going to ask the public if they like it or not.
Great, you guys are going to judge my fucking cross, which is blessed.
I was about to say I don't even own a cross, but I actually do.
Your
because-
old one from when you were a baby.
No, I went to a Renaissance fair in Kentucky, and
You bought a cross.
no,
You're given a cross.
you just have a lot of guesses that are wrong.
Hmm.
This
Okay.
man walked up to us.
Not
and
like I'm
we-
having a bad day or anything. Just like,
Okay. This man walked up to us, and we thought that he was like dressed up because it was a Ren fair,
right.
but he wasn't. He was just like preaching.
Uh,
So he gave us a cross, each of us a cross.
what kind of a cross is it? Like,
It's like a pin, like you pin it on. It's like a wooden little cross.
okay.
So I still
Yeah.
have it because I thought, whatever, this is fine.
No, that's nice. It's a gold pin,
Mhm.
and it was from Mom's mom.
Mm,
It was
that's
from
sweet.
her. Try fancy. I've never taken it off the little cardboard that it's on.
Cardboard?
It's like, yeah, it's like pinned to a
Oh,
piece of
gotcha.
cardboard.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? That's probably one of the most powerful crosses that you have in your house.
Probably. And it's
Yeah.
that big.
Yeah.
Tiny.
My most prized possession that I feel brings me the most protection.
Mm.
Do you know what it is?
No.
It's the bracelet your daughter made me.
Stop it right now.
No, I'm serious.
Oh
I
my
don't wear
God.
it because it's really
It
small.
says Auntie Megan on it,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Yeah, it's really small. It kind of cuts off my circulation a
I
little
remember. I remember helping her make that. So she was like, "Can you tie it?"
bit. Mm-hmm.
She made it rainbow.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like gay pride vibes.
It's
Wasn't
cute.
it?
It's cuter than that. It's cuter
Is
than
it?
the
I
gay
don't
pride
remember it that
colors.
well.
I think
Right.
that anything that like comes from love from someone, especially handmade, they made that for you because they love you, and like your daughter obviously loves the shit out of me. And I love the shit out of her. So she made me that, and it's so special to me. So to me, that's like the most powerful thing I own.
Do you know what mine is? You're going to know. Had it for...
Oh, Ernie.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, obviously. Your stuffed animal that our grandma gave you.
Yes. I still have it. I offered to give it to my kids. I think I offered to give it to Raylan. She found it.
Oh, okay.
Because like I had it put away in a box for years. Like, because I slept with that thing until I was about 18. And then I had to stop because I realized people thought I was weird. So I put him in a box. And I always knew where he was. Like I always knew where he was. I've never lost him. But she found him one day and she walks out with him. And I was considering giving him to her. But she didn't appreciate him. I never, even as a child, Ernie was never on the floor. He was never on the floor. He was in my hands. He was on the couch. He was on my bed.
Okay, first of all,
or I was carrying him around.
First of all, unfortunately, that's not true.
That is not true. You're right. Because Megan used to take him and put him beside the toilet or throw him out the door.
I wouldn't put him beside the toilet. Let me explain what I would do. I would typically hide him in the cupboard in the bathroom and tell her I flushed him down the toilet, or throw him outside in the snow.
And then make me go out inside in the snow and get it and close the door.
I don't remember doing that.
I do.
Regardless.
It was fucking wintertime.
At the time, I didn't realize the reason she loved it so much was because of our grandma.
Yeah, you just thought it was fucking weird.
I just thought, this is your favorite stuffed animal. You really care about it, and you don't listen. You're psycho, kind of. You clearly had undiagnosed ADHD as a child, and I was babysitting you and having a very hard time. So that was my leverage. Sorry. I do feel bad now.
So, yes, you're right. He was on the floor sometimes.
However, I will say, when you guys were living in your last place, I did see Ernie because you guys had him out.
Yeah.
He looks rough, Jess.
He's always looked rough. Mojo ate him.
Okay, and also, you slept with him till you were 18 and you sweat a lot in your sleep. I'm just saying.
Not anymore. I'm anemic now. I'm always cold.
Now it's the tables have turned because I sweat like crazy in my sleep.
Like, he has been washed, though. Like, I've washed him.
Oh, of course.
And Mom used to wash him a lot when I was a kid. And then we got the dog when I was 10. That was a very traumatic year for me.
Oh, my God. Let's not talk about this again. Jesus. If you don't know, if you don't watch all these episodes, I ran away from home when I was 16.
The day after my 10th birthday.
I feel awful about it. And she likes to bring it up all the time now on the podcast.
I have abandonment issues because of it. My therapist said so.
Anyways, we need to stop talking about it.
So I was 10. We got a dog, and Megan wasn't living with us because she left. So she wasn't there when this happened. But he got hold of Ernie somehow and chewed up his feet. Yeah, he fucked it all up. And Ernie used to sing rub-a-dub-dub. And what is that? How's that go?
I don't know.
Rub-a-dub-dub, I was in town all along a Saturday night.
Oh, yeah. Good song, good song.
That one. He used to sing it.
Yeah.
And then the sound box broke and Mom tried to fix it. Yeah, he's just still kicking around. I know exactly where he is right now.
This reminds me, have you ever heard of the Elmo doll that...
I don't like Elmo. I hate Elmo. Was it possessed?
That's your special doll.
Elmo?
Yeah.
Ernie.
Oh, shoot. Sorry. Oh, right.
Elmo's fucked up. I don't like Elmo.
Oh, I forgot. Okay, I was getting them confused, but...
Elmo's the red thing. And if there's ever something that's going to be possessed, it's a fucking Elmo doll.
Okay, well, it was saying some very disturbing things about unaliving someone. We will talk about that in next episode because we need to end this one. But guys, next episode, stay tuned. I think that's it for this one. Like, we've really chatted
here. That was a lot of talking.
We think you're awesome if you're watching our podcast or listening. If your friends who like spooky shit aren't listening, like, make them.
And tell them to send us their spooky stories.
Yeah, and you send us your spooky stories.
justalittlestitiouspod@gmail.com.
Boom.
Shakalaka.
Bye.
See you.
Thanks for listening to Just a Little Stitious. If you like stories like this, make sure to like, subscribe, and comment.
And before you go to sleep tonight, make sure you check under your bed, just in case that sound you heard wasn't really the fridge.